Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I can't believe it. I can't believe it at all. No, no, not me. Not me. And if I can't believe it, for sure you can't believe it. We're back. We're back. Where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you been? What have you been doing? What's been going on with your life? Because, I've been waiting. I've been waiting to hear from you. I've been waiting to find out what's been happening. It's been a couple months. It's been a couple months. You don't call, you don't write, you don't text, nothing. Emails, at least an email, something. But nothing from you. Come on now. Get your act together. Get your act together and communicate better. You can do it. You can do it because it's been 2 months. Oh, it's me? It's me? You're saying that it's me? It's because of me? Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll have to agree. I have no clue why I haven't been wanting to post anything. Why I haven't been wanting to put up any videos and I guess just same old Adam. Unmotivated, unwilling to do things that he says he's going to do. I say I'm going to do one thing and then just do something different. But in all fairness, I never actually promised. I never promised I'm going to put up more of these. Never. Never once have I ever done that. In fact, I've always done the opposite. I've always mentioned to you, if you've been following along, if you've been paying attention, I've always mentioned to you that I won't do that. I won't promise that anymore. Definitely not. I won't say that I'm going to be posting up more. This, as you got to keep in mind, every time you watch one of this could be my last one. This could be the last one that I ever do. So enjoy it. Enjoy it. But in any case, we're here, and I literally was sitting here for, I would say, a good maybe like 5-10 minutes, just staring at the screen, wondering if I really actually wanted to record anything, wondering if I really wanted to do this. But here we are, and it's all good, and we're going to have a good time, and there's a lot to catch up on. But I'm going to be selective, and a lot of things that I've been writing down, as you know, I make my notes here on my phone as things happen. I write it down as, I want to, these are just items I'm going to talk about, things I'm going to go through, and some of them are completely irrelevant because they are a whole bunch of stuff that I've been writing since July 3rd. July 3rd? That's it? Only since July 3rd? Okay. So it's been a couple months though, hasn't it? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it has been maybe it's only been a month. I don't know. I could have sworn it's been a couple months. Anyways, it doesn't even matter. It's all good. We're going to go through a whole bunch of stuff and we're just going to have a good time together. And let's just start off with, I almost forgot how to do this. I actually had to double check how to do this. Here we go. Look at that. But I remembered. Let's talk about things that piss me off. One thing. Usually when we do these things that piss me off, it's typically just one thing, but whatever. It's all good. Let's just get rid of that. So something that pisses me off. Hey, has this ever happened to you before? Has this ever happened where you go to put your dish or whatever it is that you want to have cleaned, you put it in the sink to clean it. And then when you go to wash it, this will be dependent on if you're living with somebody or not. Okay. So, you go get the item. And then when you go get the item, hey, interesting. It is on the, if you have like a dry rack, like, I don't know if you wash stuff and you've like, when you wash stuff, you have a dry rack or if you just put in the dishwasher. But this is how I do it. This is how it gets done around here. Stuff goes in the sink. It's dirty. Clean it. And you clean it by hand. Everything gets cleaned by hand here. And it goes on a towel to dry. Okay? So, and it's only on the towel when it's been cleaned and when it's just being dried. Sometimes we'll dry it by hand, but a lot of times we'll just leave it on the mat. It's a dry mat. Okay. Fair enough. So you got this. All right. So now, has this ever happened to you before? Let's go back to what I was about to say. How to give you a little bit of an idea of how things are done first. That's important because if you didn't understand how things are done, then you wouldn't understand where I'm going with this. So here we go. Let's start over. So, have you ever put a dirty dish in the sink and then after a little while, you come back to clean it, and you realize it's on the mat. It's on the mat. So if it's on the mat, it's been cleaned, right? Right? Yeah, that's the way it works. Goes on the dry mat, it's been cleaned, it's there, sitting to dry. So it's on the dry mat. But interestingly enough, when you go to pick it up and put it away, it's dirtier than how you first left it in the sink. Huh? How does that happen? How does that happen? That's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting. Okay, so you might be thinking to yourself, maybe you're thinking to yourself, maybe a whole bunch of other things got dirty, like dishes got dirty, and then, that got put in the sink, and then that made that dish dirty, and then that dish ended up just getting taken out of the sink for whatever reason and wasn't cleaned, and then put on the dry. No, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. That's not a possibility, because that would be weird, right? That would be weird. Like, only two scenarios could happen from that. One would be like all the dirty dishes, like additional dirty dishes that were added to. By the way, I should mention, only one. It was just a mug, one mug in the sink by itself. When I left the mug, when it was, and we're talking about like a mug that I drank water out of. So really not that dirty, but, after like a whole day of drinking water in the mug, I figured, just I'll clean it the next day, right? So put in the sink. Okay. So you think that maybe if there are more dishes than that one in the sink, maybe those dishes were dirty, and then that ended up making the mug dirtier, and then, it got, for whatever reason, just taken out of the sink. Nope, that didn't happen. Didn't happen because there was no other dishes, and it was late at night that it was put in there. And this was early in the morning. That was the next day that I woke up, and I went to get the mug and went to go clean it. But no, it's already cleaned because it's on the dry mat. So that wasn't the case. And even if it was, then why would all of the dishes get cleaned? Additional dishes get cleaned, and including that one get cleaned. And then all the other dishes get dried and put away, but not that one mug. So that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. No, no, couldn't have been that. Couldn't have been that. It's not possible. Not possible. Definitely not. No. So what else could be a possibility? I don't know. I really don't. It's fascinating to me. Fascinating. So that pissed me off. Because I'm okay. Like, I already had it in my mind that I was going to go and I was going to clean the mug before I would use it again. And that's fine. I don't mind cleaning it. And even if it was dirtier than how I left it, but it was still in the sink, that'd be fine. But why and how? Why and how? Why and how? Tell me. I want you to tell me, but also don't tell me, because around here, I should remind you, I haven't done this in a little while. It's been a couple months. I think it's been like 3 or 4 months that I haven't done this. So, I forget, since it's been so long, I forget exactly how we operate around here. So I should remind myself and remind you, we don't subscribe to this channel. Nope. We don't like these videos. We don't comment on these videos. We don't do any of that stuff. We rebel. We're a rebellious channel. We don't do any of the typical things that YouTube people ask you to do. Don't do any of that stuff. However, with that said, if it will bring you great joy, if it will bring you a sense of what's the word? Like, it'll just make you feel really good. If it will just make you feel really, really good to do that stuff, I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to stop you from doing that, but I'm not encouraging it. I am not encouraging it at all. No, I refuse to do that, because that is selfish. It is selfish for me to ask you to subscribe and like and comment and all that, to ping the notification bell, all that other BS. It's very selfish of me to ask you to do that. I don't like that. I don't like it when people from YouTube ask you to do these things. No, I'm not asking you to do that, except only if you really want to. That's the only circumstance you should do it. Only it'll warm your heart. It will warm your heart, and it will make you digest your food better, and it will make you sleep better at night. Then do it. If it will make no difference to you and you don't care, then don't. And in fact, don't even watch more of this video. Do something else with your life. Don't watch this. No, no. Go out for a walk, enjoy some sunshine. If it's cold where you are, make a snowman. You can make a snowman if there's snow. If there's no snow and it's just cold, just get a breath of fresh air anyways and stop watching this. Yeah, there's a lot. Okay, if you don't want to go outside, you could stay inside. You can stay inside and you can still use technology. But instead of watching this, you could play a video game. You could do that. Play some video games with your friends. If you don't have friends, just play a video game by yourself. You could do that too. Okay. You could watch a movie. You could watch a documentary. You could learn something. You could watch something educational. But don't watch this. Again, unless you are truly enjoying yourself and will bring you great value, and you will at the end of the day, you will be able to say to yourself, I spent my day productively because I watched some Making It Relatable. But if you can't say that, then stop the video right now. Seriously, stop it right now. And don't ever come back. Don't ever come back. Don't ever watch one of these videos again. Okay? Got it? Okay, cool. Now, if you're still here, thank you. Thank you, and I'm appreciative, and I'm really grateful to know that I've brought you some value in your life. I don't know how that's possible. I don't know how possibly I could ever bring any value into anybody's life. But in any case, if you believe somehow that I'm doing that, then awesome. I mean, unbelievable. That's incredible. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, just let me know what you think could have possibly happened with this dirty mug. So I'm baffled. And by the way, this is not the first time. It's not like this is like a one-time event. This is a common thing. This happens all the time. I keep forgetting. I want to let you know. I've been really good at wiping down the chrome. Yeah, I've been really good at that. I'm proud of myself. I've been remembering. I haven't forgotten at all. I go every time after my shower, I go and wipe down all the chrome, and it's beautiful, and everybody's happy. So I just wanted to update you on that. I wanted to update you on that has been going on, and that I'm proud of myself. And this is just great news. I'm being a little sarcastic right now. This is just wonderful that everybody can be so happy that the chrome is wiped down and that there's no water spots. Yeah. Just great. So, wanted to update. Every time I take a shower, I think to myself, next time I do a video, if I ever do a video ever again, I want to let you know that. So there you go. Yeah. Okay. Oh, did you notice anything? Yeah. What does that say? What does that say? I can't read it. Can you read it for me? No? Let me get a little closer. It's hard to read, maybe? Yeah? Okay. All right. Oh, well, there it is. This side. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Boom. Yeah. It's been happening. I got the job. It's official. It's been going great. Part of the reason why I haven't been wanting to do anything else is because I've just been focusing on this job. I've been responsible. I'm turning a new leaf. I'm changing my life around. I'm trying to do things different than how I've typically done it before. I'm being responsible, and it's been going great. Actually. It's been fantastic. Have a good crew, good team, and something very interesting happened that I want to share with you, and I want to get your thoughts on this. But also, don't share your thoughts, as I always say. Don't share your thoughts, but also do share your thoughts at the same time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. So, what am I referring to about my team? Okay, so we had a lunch. I'm learning that once a month, somebody organizes a lunch, a get-together, if you will. So somebody asked, who's going to be organizing it this time? I said, well, you know what? I'd be honored and delighted to organize it for this time around. So I did. I organized our lunch. Yeah. There's 12 of us, 12, 13 of us in the group. So I organized a lunch for all of us. We went for some congee. It was great. It was on Friday, a couple days ago. And we ate, we hung out, we had some good conversation. It was a good time. And at the end, I asked, how do we normally, settle up for the bill? Like, what's the typical procedure of settling up for the bill? So the guy next to me said, well, one of us will just pay for it and then and then everybody will send an e-transfer or whatever. I said, okay, that sounds reasonable to me. So I went up, paid for the bill. It was like $270. So I paid for the bill. And then I came back and I took a picture of the bill and we have like a group chat. So I put it in the group chat. And then I got, 2 or 3 people, maybe 4 people that paid immediately. And there were 12 of us that showed up. So 4 people paid immediately. 1 person came late and just paid, just got their own stuff because they're kind of a vegetarian. Not kind of, they're a vegetarian. Why would it be kind of a vegetarian? It's either could you be kind of a vegetarian? Is that even possible to kind of be a vegetarian? It's like either you're a vegetarian or you're not vegetarian. As soon as you eat meat, you're not vegetarian anymore. If you've been a vegetarian for 15 years and then you eat meat, you are officially not a vegetarian anymore. And in fact, I would go as far as say that you've never been a vegetarian in your whole life. As soon as you eat meat, any point, but I think it's the other way around. If you've eaten meat your whole life and then all of a sudden you want to become a vegetarian, I think that's possible to do. But if you then have not eaten meat, let's say for 15 years after that, you've only been strictly vegetarian diet, and then all of a sudden you eat meat after 15 years, and you ate meat for say 15 years. Next 15 years, you don't eat meat ever again, and during that time period, you're a vegetarian. As soon as you eat meat again, after 15 years, now 30 years old, you eat meat, you've never been a vegetarian your whole entire life. As far as I'm concerned, that's how it works. So in any case, vegetarian, and so she paid for her stuff on her own. So that's 5 people out of 12 that were there. So that's 7 left. Look at that math. Are you impressed? I'm impressed. I usually don't do math very well. So 7 people just didn't pay. 7 people just didn't pay. It's been 2 days. 7 people didn't pay. Oh, I actually no. Let me rephrase that a little bit. So then after the day of work, I went and I was doing a little bit of work. I sent it to somebody to see, to kind of collaborate on it a little bit. They're like, it's kind of late. I appreciate the time you're putting into this because it kind of helps them out a bunch with their work. And they said, oh yeah, I've got to pay for the meal. So they sent me some money. So that was a little bit weird to me that I needed to work after hours with them and send them some stuff. And then they remembered all of a sudden that they had to pay. Okay, so that's interesting, but fair enough. So they paid. So now we're down to 6 people. Now, one of those people, this is really interesting. One of those people, okay, so as soon as I got the bill, I paid for it. I took a picture of it, put it in the group chat. That one of these people wrote for everybody the amount that everybody has to pay. Think about that for a second. Think about this. Okay? So I paid for the bill, took a picture, put it on the group chat, and then the first person to reply to the group chat after I posted the bill said, this is the amount that everybody owes per person. Just let that sink in. Let that sink in. I'll give you a moment. You good? You got that? Okay. And this person has not paid. And this person is not paid. It's interesting. Isn't that interesting? You've got to admit that's a little weird. That's a little strange, a little weird. At least a little bit. At best, a little bit weird. More realistically, it's very weird. I don't get it. Okay. So 6 people haven't paid. One of the people that didn't pay was a person that said how much the bill is. I don't get it. I don't get it. Confused about that. So now I'm wondering, do I say anything? And if I do say something, we're not talking about a ton of money. It's like $20 per person it ends up being, right? So 20 times 5 is like $100. So it's not a crazy amount of money, but still, not really cool. Like, it's not nice to do that, right? Like, come on, let's be real. That's not nice to do, just to assume that I'm just going to pay for you, especially the person that clearly stated that he understands that there's a certain amount owed per person, right? So that's really kind of, it's rude. It's rude. It's like rude, inconsiderate, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, fine. So now the question is do I say something? Do I say something just based upon principle, or do I let it just go? You know, what do I do? Now, I asked this question to a friend of mine, good friend of mine. I said, "What do you think I should do?" He's like, "Well, you're doing pretty good for yourself now, so maybe just eat it." And I thought that was interesting, that he thinks that now, because I'm making decent money, then all of a sudden I should pay for more stuff. And I should just eat the cost of more things. That's interesting that he thinks that way. Don't you think? Yeah. Something to keep an eye on. Something definitely keep an eye on. And it is something that I noticed. This is the same guy that I teach his kid piano. And I've noticed that I don't see, like, this is my style. Like, I don't like chasing after people for money. Like, it just seems weird and awkward, and I don't like doing that whole thing. But I make a mental note of it. So I've noticed that the last 2 or 3 times that I've taught his kid piano, he hasn't paid me at all. Usually he would just send me like an e-transfer for some money, hasn't paid me at all. Now the deal is typically that, we have dinner together and drinks. So like whatever the cost is for dinner and drinks, you can just subtract that off of whatever you would give me for the lesson time we have together with your kid, and that sort of thing. And I just leave it up. I say, you decide whatever you think is fair to send me, you send me, and it's all good. And I leave that in his hands and I trust him. But he's decided that he's going to send me nothing. And then, in fact, we went out for dinner last night together and I paid for the whole bill and he sent me nothing. Isn't that interesting? So he now thinks that because I'm making like decent money, that I should pay for more stuff because I'm making more money than him. So now I should just pay for more things than him. Isn't that fascinating? It's very fascinating how people, think about these things. Quite interesting. Makes me go like, geez, I got to start hanging out with different people. Like I got to start hanging out with people that are more like around my level. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think I should do about the situation with work? What do you think I should do with the situation with my friend? What do you think I should just do in general? But also, don't tell me anything. Don't tell me anything. I don't need to reiterate all this. I've mentioned this plenty of times, and we're good. We get it. We're on the same page. Okay. So that's what's going on with that. Interesting stuff, right? Oh, the whole dating thing. I find that online dating, women are creepy. Women are super creepy. Yeah. So, like, I'll match up with women, and they'll say nothing, not a hello, nothing. I'll say, hey, how's your day going? Nothing. Super creepy. Very, very creepy woman. If you are a woman, not that anybody else listens to this besides me and the community of 3. Oh, I haven't mentioned that the community. See, I'm totally rusty on this. Welcome, community of 3. Welcome. Community of 3, welcome. Me, you know who you are. So it's just the 3 of us. So nobody else is really listening to this, granted. So it's all good. But if at some point, which is not going to happen, but if at some point ever, which is definitely not going to happen, there's a woman listening to this, because I know right now it's just me and like my 2 YouTube buddies that listen to this. If you've even listened this far, who knows if you probably haven't even listened this far, and I don't blame you, but if you have, awesome. I'm confused, but awesome. And but if there's ever a woman that listens to this, you're creepy. You are creepy. I'm telling you right now, you're creepy. If you match with a guy on a dating app and you don't say hello, you're a creep. Seriously, I don't know what you're doing. You're just staring at my pictures. If you don't want to talk to me, just unmatch me. If you just rather not talk, unmatch. And I'm totally okay with that. I don't care. I'd much rather that than you just sit there and you don't say anything and it's super creepy and then I have to unmatch you. Because that's what I do. If you're not going to talk, you're not going to say at least a hello. If we've matched, why wouldn't you at least say hello? Like, that doesn't make sense. It's weird and creepy. Super duper duper creepy. So stop doing that. Stop doing that. Don't do it to people. And guys, same thing. If you do, I don't know what guys do. I can't speak for what guys do. I can only speak for what girls do because I just don't interact with guys on an intimate level like that. So guys, if you do the same thing, don't do that. If you're going to match with somebody, whether a guy you match with another guy, a girl you match with another girl you match with a guy, and guy you match with a girl. Whoever you are, you're matching with anybody of any sort. Even if you match with an animal, say hello to that animal. Say hello. If you match with somebody who's just like a picture, some people just have like a picture. I've noticed that. They'll just have like a picture of like a beach. And that's their only picture for their dating profile. So you don't even know. You could be speaking to a beach. It's possible. Maybe you're just speaking to a beach. Just some sand and sunlight. That's what you're speaking to. But still say hello. And sunlight and sand, say hello back. Just a simple hello. You don't want to talk about anything else? That's still really weird. It's still really weird to do that. If you're on a dating app, you should be talking to the other person you match with. Absolutely. Or unmatch them. Don't just stay matched. Creepy. Very, very creepy. Yeah. So, in any case, yeah, that's what's been going on. That's been what's going on. I've had a couple opportunities to potentially get to know some women better, but no, because you're all big creeps. All of you that I've met so far. Every single woman I've met so far on the dating apps lately have been really creepy. Except for one that was very, very, very nice. She's very sweet. Her name is Chanel. Spoke a whole bunch. She came very, very, very far to come meet up with me. It was really nice, very sweet. And, you know, she's cute. It's fine. But just not really my type. Not my type. Yeah. So I don't know. We just stopped talking. It just fizzled away. It just fizzled away. And that's what happens sometimes. Like, it wasn't her. It wasn't me. I think it was more me. Actually, I shouldn't say it. It was more me. I just stopped sending messages and asking her how she's doing. I was just started asking myself, like, why am I doing that? Why do I keep reaching out to her? What's the point? Really, what's the point? What's the use? So, whatever. And I've stopped talking to her, and I'm trying to stay away from all the creeps, but it's hard because there's a lot of them. Like every woman's a big creep. I don't get it. All right. I've been searching for places to live now. Oh yes, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. I'm getting out of here. At some point, hopefully soon. Probably going to be a little while longer. But I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to buy another place for sure. Yeah, I've had enough, like, definitely. And I'm getting much closer, but I think it's still going to take me about 8 to 9 months, maybe a year to officially get out. But it's going in the right direction. This is good news, and I just want to update you on that. And when I get my new place, and when I decide on a place, you're gonna know about everything. Don't you worry. Don't worry. Calm down. Just calm down. Why are you getting all worked up? Just breathe. Let's do it together. Isn't that nice? Just relax. You're getting worked up. You're getting excited. You're wondering, if I'm going to keep you updated. Actually, to be fair, I'm probably not going to keep you updated, but I might keep you updated. Again, this could be my last episode. We don't know. We have no idea. So in any case, here we are, and we are looking at on my phone, some of my notes. Oh, okay. So I was talking to, there's this one girl that I met I think 6 or 7 years ago. Her name is Samara, but I just call her Sam. So we met on a dating app a long time ago, and we just kind of keep in touch here and there. It's just friendly. It's completely platonic. And she's cool. She's fine. But She's also a big weirdo, kind of a creep. Uh, she's pretty much a creep. But she's like not too creepy that I can't at least talk to her a little bit. So in any case, I was having a good conversation with her because she was really upset about this one guy who she's getting to know, and he seems to like always cancel on her last minute, and it's really frustrating for her, and she keeps talking to him about it. And I said to her, I said, why? Like, and this is normal. This is normal. Very, very normal that people do this. I'm guilty of this too. I think all of us are guilty of this. We do this with you. It's unique to our interactions with people for whatever reason. Like I know I'm not really being specific what I'm talking about here, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Again, just take a deep breath and we'll get there together. Okay. So here we go. For whatever reason, we think to ourselves that people will be different than how they've shown us that they are. For whatever reason, we don't do this with anything else. Like, I don't look at this shirt and wonder, how come this shirt can't be purple? Don't do it. I don't think you've done that. You look at the shirt and you go, oh, it's a black shirt with, this logo on it. And that's the way the shirt is. Right? You don't think about it more than that. So why would we do any different with people? Why? What's the point? What's the use? It's a waste of time, waste of energy. If somebody has shown you who they are, then believe them. Just believe them. Yeah. And that's it. Don't try to think or imagine they're anything different, because you don't do that with anything else in your life. You've never looked at a dog and said, I wish that dog could be a cat. No, that would be weird, right? Wouldn't that be weird if you were at your friend's place and you're like, oh, your dog's kind of cute, but I kind of wish your dog was actually a cat. And is there any way that you could make your dog into a cat, and you would like maybe talk to the dog and be like, how come you can't be more like a cat? How come you can't meow? Why do you have to bark so much? You don't do that, do you? Do you? If you do, you're a weirdo. You're a weirdo if you do that. I'll tell you right now. Yeah, you got to stop being such a weirdo. But if you don't do that, then you got to also ask yourself, why would you do that with a person? Why? Somebody's shown you that they're a certain particular way, then just believe that they're that particular way. And don't try to get them to be a different. If you want them to be different, just find a different person who is that way. Just like if you want the dog to be a cat, go find a cat. Right? Does that make sense? If I want this shirt to be purple, I'll just go get a purple shirt. Why would I try to change this into? That's more work than what it's worth. More work. I could definitely not. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But I could, or somebody could, maybe, somehow, I don't know how it would work, could maybe turn this shirt into a purple shirt, but it'd just probably be easier just to get a purple shirt. Right. So, you get what I'm saying. I had this conversation with her. I don't know if it helped at all. She seemed to understand, but she's probably, again, she is who she is. Somebody shows you who they are, believe them. She's shown me that this is who she is. She just like wants somebody to change. It's not happening. Definitely not happening. She's not going to change. He's not going to change. And whatever. I don't care. At the end of the day, I don't even care. I'm just enjoying my life now. All is good. I'm happy to catch up with all of you, and happy to know what's going on with you. I'm excited that you're having a great life and that all is good with you, and all that kind of stuff. And that's really everything I wanted to say. Is there anything else that I wanted to go through right now? No. So bye.